Very good evening. This is the last panel, but not the least. First of all, thank you, all of you, for being in this room. So, Amit sir, as you suggested in the first speech in the morning, that people should be here, and people are here. So, no doubt about that. Sir. Uh, Thank you to all the distinguished guests on this panel. Uh, the topic that we are going to discuss is reimagining digital India. Since morning we have discussed AI, we have discussed digital transformation, we have spoken about cloud, we have spoken about many things that we can do in the ICT. So this is a little interesting topic that what next? So how do we reimagine digital India? How do the innovations from edge and across the diverse landscape happen? So that is where we have to revisit the projects under Digital India. The first time we heard or we learned about the Digital India was in 2015 when the major programs and projects were launched. Since then till now, we have come a great way, a long way. Digital India has been adopted by the country, by its state, by the center, by the government, and most forwardly by its citizens very, very well. So the projects such as BharatNet, Make in India, Startup India, National E-Governance, GEM, UPI, DigiLocker, and whatnot has changed the landscape. But now when we speak, how do we change it? How do we reimagine that? So to take this topic, I am Varun Mahajan from VMware by Broadcom. So I would like to request my distinguished guests to share their thoughts. To start with, Ma'am Pinky Zosangpuli, MCS Joint Secretary, Department of ICT, Government of Mizoram. Ma'am, I would like to ask you, how is Mizoram leveraging digital innovation to address challenges in the remote areas? And how is the ICT department ensuring digital literacy and access across Mizoram's diverse population?
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers and Amit sir for this opportunity. So, I think, you know, eh, although Mizoram and the Northeast falls, far behind in some of the uh, infrastructure, technological and digital infrastructure, Mizoram has a very high teledensity. So in rural areas, our teledensity is something like 94%, whereas in urban areas, it's like 130%, which is actually, so we have the highest teledensity in the northeast of India. So we have, as a government, I think we have really been able to leverage this. We are working, as you have come here, you know the challenges we are facing, the limitations we are facing, but we are using whatever is available as leverage to reach the unserved areas and to reach the remote areas. And I think one of the tools which are very cost effective and which are very simple that are being used very effectively by the government and by various departments is, the mobile applications. So a case in point is when our new minister, he came to be the ICT minister, he was very concerned about these proxy teachers, because proxy teachers, absentee teachers, they affect the quality of education in our state, right? So through the Mizoram State E-Governance Society, they developed a very simple application called 𝐃𝐢𝐠𝐢𝐭𝐚𝐥 𝐓. just means attendance in Mizoram. In Mizo. So through this very simple 𝐃𝐢𝐠𝐢𝐴P, where a QR code is generated for that particular institution, and you just have to use your mobile phone while you're in the perimeter of your school to give your attendance. And this simple application has ensured that there are no more proxy teachers, and that quality education is given even in the far-flung areas. And now it has been scaled up. This is very cost-effective. The bandwidth requirement is also very less, right? So, there are many other examples of how such mobile applications are being used in the state. I think an example also is during the COVID. During COVID and also during now, they're still using this app called 𝐬𝐼𝐶𝐬𝐿 app. It was an app. Zirtur simply means things to learn. It was developed in-house by Samagra Shiksha. So it's very simple. It's an application where they track down out-of-school students, out-of-school children, and an out-of-school student data is collected, and it also tracks their performance. So by these simple, cost-effective applications, we are meeting the challenges of unserved areas. And sir, the other question is?
How is ICT department ensuring digital?
Okay. So, sir, regarding ICT department, we are implementing many of the government, the central government schemes, and right now, like in order to increase optical fiber connectivity in the state, we are also implementing the Mizoram fiber grid network, which is going to be implemented very soon. And BharatNet is also being implemented. And 4G saturation is also being done. And we also have a very robust telecom policy, wherein we are encouraging right of way in a very easy manner for TSPs. So in this manner, and also, you know, the ICT department has collaborated with institutions like school education to set up smart classrooms. We're also setting up what we call village knowledge centers. These have been set up in 15 BDO offices and SDO civil offices. So they will be the centers for digital education within that town, within that village. And we have also set up these knowledge centers in 7 remote areas under PM-JVK scheme. So we are continuing to collaborate with other departments for digital literacy also. Thank you.
It's too good to know, ma'am. The work that you are doing, it's directly reaching to the towns, villages, and even to the remote areas. And all this is possible because of the connectivity when we say. Like everyone will be connected, not just at a state level, but at a national or a global level. So it's a great initiative, ma'am. So now coming to Mr. John L.T. Sanga, MCS Registrar Cooperative Societies, Department of Cooperation, Government of Mizoram. Sir, I would like to ask you, how are digital platforms transforming cooperative societies in Mizoram?
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to express my thanks to Secretary IT, Mr. Amit Sharma, for inviting me to be one of the panelists here today. He's also my secretary in the cooperation department. So that way, I think I fit among the panelists. And I would like to say that there's lots of computerization of cooperative societies and computerization of state level offices and district level offices in the cooperation department. So I would like to highlight on that. See, under this Atmanirbhan Bharat Abhiyan, which basically means self-reliant, that was passed by the government of central government on the 9th of June 2022, whereby under the Ministry of Cooperation, 63,000 packs. When I say packs, it's a short form for primary agricultural credit societies, which means basically these cooperative societies. So all this has to be computerized within a period of 5 years, with effect 2022 to 2027, across India. So Mizoram has to complete computerization of packs of selected 25 cooperative societies. So being a small state, having a less number of cooperative societies, we have completed computerization of this all 25 packs. So we have given digital training, we have given computer training to all the managers of these cooperative societies. And so the first phase of this is over, at least for our state. I can't speak for other states, There are states which are big, they may not have finished, or there are states which are small. They could have completed this computerization of these cooperative societies. And second phase is yet to start. So we have started collecting eligible cooperative societies from different parts of the state. And the selection of cooperative societies will be made, whereby, we'll ask funds from the central government again. So this is going to cover 63,000 packs across India with a total budget outlay of rupees 2,516 crores. That's a huge, huge sum. Here, we'll have this common software called ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, whereby we're working with NABARD, we are working with different state-level cooperative banks. Like, for example, in Mizoram, we have Mizoram Cooperative Apex Bank and District Cooperative Apex Banks. NABARD will be imparting, NABARD has been given the responsibility by the Ministry of Cooperation to give this computer training to these cooperative societies. So, and under this, hardware is yet to be procured. We have received the first installment for the procurement of hardware. Just yesterday, we had a meeting with VC online meeting with Joint Secretary, who is responsible for this computerization of RCS office, whereby I have asked for the additional fund that is, which he promised to me will be released very soon. So that way, we have been, our department under the leadership and guidance of our Secretary Cooperation, we've been working quite well, and we're not far behind any other states. We're one of the states, going well, very smoothly with the computerization of packs. And regarding this computerization of state-level register office and the district office, central government on the 6th October 2023 have approved this computerization of all RCS office. When I say RCS office, which it stands for Register of Cooperative Societies. At the state level, and computerization of all district office across India. So that has been passed on the 6th of October 2023 with a budget outlay of rupees 94.59 crores. So this, which should be completed within a period of 3 years with effect from 2023. So this is an umbrella project under strengthening of cooperative societies through IT intervention. So that way, through the usage of IT interventions and digital and digitization, every nook and corner of the country, be it the smallest cooperative societies in the country, be it the smallest cooperative societies in Mizoram, we have to digitize and come on board with the mainland India. So here the objectives will be ease of doing business for cooperative societies. Business will be much more easier. Secondly, create a digital ecosystem. We're going to create this for transparent, paperless transactions. Respected Amit Ji is now spearheading the e-office in the Secretariat, which he is really pushing hard, and the Secretariat will be, once the Secretariat is over, then it will come to the Directorate. I don't know, that will be his decision. So in Mizoram, RCS, any states for that matter, RCS is responsible for all the implementation of the project. We have selected renowned software developer based in Delhi called Velocys System Private Limited for software developing here in Mizoram. So we have done our homework. We have already informed the Ministry of Cooperation. So that software developer, Velocys, have been selected. Regarding hardware, half of the work is done. The tender has been floated, and we have selected a Guwahati-based company called eYantra. So they'll be procuring hardware for the state of Mizoram. I would just like to add that, last month I had gone to attend a national review meeting / workshop, whereby Ministry, Cooperation Secretary, Additional Secretary, 3 Joint Secretaries, and almost all the Principal Secretaries and Secretaries of different states and registered cooperative societies have participated. So we had gone there, and computerization of PACs, computerization of state-level RCS office and district office was one of the very most important agendas. So with this, I think, if this comes to reality, we will have, we'll be revolutionizing grassroots governance, number one. Number two, we'll be empowering all the cooperative societies at a grassroots level. Number three, national cooperative database, whereby each society will have to upload, put up data in the computer, and at the ministry level, they'll be able to see what are the progress of every cooperative societies, be it in J&K, be it in the northernmost corner of Mizoram, or be it in Kanyakumari. So that NCD portal have been established, which is a huge digital transformation under the Ministry of Cooperation. And this is going to close a really huge digital gap that was before, that was existence in India before. But with this digitization and computerization of PACS and Cooperation Office, I think this is going to close that huge gap. So, sir, with that, I will first complete by, what have you asked me? So you can go for the second question. Otherwise, you can give it to the next panelist. Thank you.
Would love to ask the second question as well. How is department ensuring that the small and rural cooperatives benefit from this digital transformation?
See, like I said, Mizoram being a small state and not a very rich state, central government has given a subsidy. Central government has given a subsidy of 90 is to 10, which means we'll be bearing for all this hardware procurement, of all this digitization process, of all this computerization process of payment of only 10% of what is being allocated. 90% will be borne by the Ministry of Cooperation, firstly. Capacity building. These members who are mainly in the village, these cooperative societies, we need to impart them the usage of computer. Because without the knowledge of computer, how will they upload data in the NCD? How will they handle computers? So for this, we have started what is called capacity building. Under this capacity building, this is going to be we have been rolling it out, and it's going to be rolled out in a big way again in the next phase of giving training to these cooperative societies at the district level, even at the village level. This work will be done by NABARD. And we have these supporting units called the system integrator. System integrator are recruited in every state who will help these cooperative societies at the village level, whichever problem they have. They can come to the RCS office, they can asking us, what are the problems they face. Then accordingly, this information will be given to the software developer in Hyderabad who are called the Intellect. They are the one who have developed this software. So these members of the cooperative societies will benefit in a big way by rolling out training programs and giving a support unit. And lastly, like I said, digital inclusion by design. The department is exploring mobile accessibility, offline data capture, and simplified workflow to bridge the huge digital divide and in hilly and low connectivity areas. So with the coming in of more internet service providers, we can connect easily to interior villages also. So with that, we need to work together with all the stakeholders. Thank you.
Sir, thanks a lot for this wonderful walkthrough, sir. Now I'll go to Dr. Abhishek Roy from the City of Joy, Kolkata. So Dr. Abhishek Roy, he's the CTO with Department of Personal and Administrative Reforms and E-Governance, Government of West Bengal. So how is West Bengal integrating AI, blockchain, and other frontier technologies into administrative reforms? And what challenges have you faced in re-engineering legacy system for the digital governance?
First of all, I would like to thank Amit sir and iLog Media for arranging such a wonderful session here in Mizoram. With regards to emerging technology, particularly blockchain and AI, we have been doing a lot of things since inception. We started this land records project on blockchain, so wherein the land record, registration and municipality records have been placed on blockchain in one of the block of our state. It's called Baj block. But we wanted to bring in other utility partners like electricity and including banks, because the mortgage data is left behind. So the idea was that if a mortgage property is being resold, so it should also be cleared from the banks through this blockchain mode, and it will be transforming from this bank to the other bank. Unless the bank node approves, this entire transaction will not be completed. So this pilot project has been successfully completed. We are on the verge of expanding it across the state. Second comes down to the process of certificate-less governance. As in Jammu and Kashmir, a lot of services are being given, particularly in Karnataka also services are being given. But my question again comes down to the core need of why a certificate is required. Whenever someone gets a certificate, and suppose if someone gets a caste certificate and after 10 years or 7 years he applies for any job, the same caste certificate or the certificate is sent back to the block where it was issued. And it is on hold for verification at whether this particular certificate is valid or not, true or not. We are spending a lot of time into this. So as a result, the concept of certificate-less governance comes in, wherein the moment a child is born, his data will be placed in blockchain. And in fact, with the permission blockchain, schools will be allowed to access it post approval of the guardians, and the schools will verify the data, and the school will also enter the admission protocols there into that particular child's history, which will continue towards his entire life cycle. Now, suppose after completion of his graduation, he is no longer required to submit his engineering degree or pass percentage or something. Since this data is on blockchain, it's a golden source of truth. Even the corporates will use it for verifying this data instead of spending a lot of money for third-party verification, which sometimes gets negative, and someone who is being working in the company on a critical project is basically asked to resign after working for 1 year or so. So this is the concept, but somewhere we need to start. So we are, as of now, starting with the marks part. So we've already initiated to take the class 10 marks, 12, and all graduation marks on the blockchain, because we need to start somewhere in the leg. So we'll be starting from the mark sheets part, which will slowly be expanded throughout the life cycle of a person. This is the concept with respect to the blockchain. Regarding mobile apps and other things, West Bengal was the first state to start WhatsApp chatbot in 2020 COVID. We have a lot of advantages of WhatsApp chatbot over mobile app. I'll give an example. When we started these services in 2020 COVID, each day was different. We had different challenges each and every day. So when we launched one mobile app, one web application, and one WhatsApp chatbot, just with the purpose of showing the availability of beds in the hospitals. That was the initial goal. The app was very well accepted. Many people downloaded it. But when the challenge from this beds transformed into an oxygen challenge, we added the oxygen services into the app also, and into this web application also. But to access that new functionality of oxygen availability or oxygen booking, the person need to update the mobile app, which many people were not doing. Since they were not doing in spite of our repeated attempt to update the app or sending SMSs, they were not getting those new services. But the same thing was very well captured in the WhatsApp chatbot, wherein the WhatsApp is already in almost everyone's mobile. We are just changing the backend and we are tweaking the services. Today we are adding oxygen services, tomorrow we are adding some other services, day after we are deleting the services. Our vaccination chatbot, because the COVID vaccination was a big challenge. Initially this COVID was there, people were booking it, but for the masses it's very difficult in that lockdown period to go through COVID app and book those things. So then the process was there that people used to go stand in a long queue right from 4 a.m. just to get a ticket. And if you're successful in getting the coupon for that vaccine, you'll have to again come at around 10 a.m., spend the entire day to get the vaccine. as per the queue or as per the availability, those things. In a way, we were enhancing the chances of exposure to COVID. At that point of time, we launched one vaccination chatbot wherein the people were able to book the vaccine slots with predictive analytics, wherein suppose if I am trying to book it for 1st of May and if it is not available 1st of May, the system was automatically predicting that okay, it's available at 5th, you can book at 5th, or it is available at the nearby locations. With this particular application had a hit of around 5 crore. It was highly successful, and you will not imagine, many people took my number for social media and thanked me personally by calling me that it helped them to get their vaccination. So more than this app, WhatsApp chatbot will be a very good thing, coming down to the service delivery from certificate-less to getting it availed through this particular chatbot. Nowadays, we have our this PCC, Police Clearance Certificate, is entirely available on WhatsApp chatbot. The person is applying it and is getting the PCC also in the WhatsApp chatbot. So these things are already there. So we started this AI roadmap from at that point of time. Now coming down to this AI and Gen AI. So for AI, we are using AI for all our this economic offenses and IB related work stuffs. We have also started trying to use this Gen AI. Jakarta Police has started their own Gen AI based on, of course, ChatGPT 4.0. So Jakarta Police is entirely on Gen AI. Now the concept of Gen AI in governance, how to use it. For example, let's assume a case of an FIR. An FIR is booked. A police officer goes and visits the place, and then for entire 90 days he keeps on tracking those particular case. He will go. Sometime he will find something else. Sometimes he will see something else. But on the day of writing the charge sheet, he might intentionally or maybe with mistake miss some of the points. Suppose by mistake he is changed the seizure list because anything, suppose a .22 bore pistol has been captured and he might have by mistake he will write .32 bore. The entire case will be acquitted. At the time of acquittal, the entire case will be basically so for these cases what we're trying that since this knowledge base will be created, entire data will be kept in the system and Gen AI will generate the charge sheet. If the Gen AI is generating the charge sheet, the chances of missing any point or losing or manipulating any point is totally missed out. Of course, now this officer has the option to change that particular Gen AI generated charge sheet according to his own things, wherein both the things will be kept. So if manipulations are intentional, it can be catch hold of, but if it is not intentional, it will be then moved ahead. The idea here is to basically reduce the acquittals. In most of the cases, in police cases, there are a lot of FIRs, a lot of charges, but acquittal rate is very high. On the longer run, we will also be trying and analyzing the acquittal cases, why it happened, so that we will tweak it. And then again, for the charge sheet cases, we will put it throughout, the entire process will be through a smart contract mode. So if for a case of murder, the steps are 1 to 10, if step 7 is missed out and charge sheet is being filed, it will not complete unless the entire smart contract mode is being placed. So these are some things which we are trying to incorporate with Gen AI and AI. With regard to the second question of grievance redressal, we have launched our grievance redressal portal through WhatsApp chatbot. We have a state-specific WhatsApp chatbot, which is West Bengal government chatbot handle, wherein we are all school students, school teachers, entire school education department, higher education department, anyone can complain going through this WhatsApp chatbot in a structured manner. The entire the complaint goes through to the different offices, maybe to the DIC and or to any inspectors, and when the complaint is basically redressed, we have also started taking feedback from the complainant. That is more important, and wherever the feedback is less than 3, so the OSD of the department is reviewing those feedbacks and trying to see why the particular complaint is not satisfied, and if there are some issues, is reopening the grievance and is sending it back to the officer to readdress it. So this way we are trying to use emerging technology for grievance redressals.
So such a wonderful explanation of blockchain and AI use cases on the actual ground. So now we go to this Hrang Thanhliri, additional SIO NIC, Aizawl, Mizoram. NIC always have been, ma'am, the frontline runner and the technology partner for all the state and center governments, bringing all the digital India and technology missions and objectives to the state. Mizoram, with its unique terrain and dispersed population, presents both challenge and opportunities for digital transformation. Ma'am, can you please share some key innovations or localized solutions that NIC Mizoram has implemented to ensure last mile delivery of digital services? Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, thank you. I think time is very short, so I'll make it very short. Mizoram, NIC, we have done lots of homegrown application, and the one which are surviving now, only I'll discuss about it. And among that, there are one GPF software which we have developed and is still used by Treasury Department, Aizawl, since 2010. And we have developed ILP software, which is actively used by Bairabi Zopai Gate, Bairabi train station, Vairengte Check Gate, and now Mizoram, Silchar Mizoram government, allow Mizoram House is going to utilize it. So, and there are all the other, what I'm going to tell you, I think the mic. Hello, the mic is too loud, I'm sorry. What I'm going to tell, I think you don't get shocked with this, because the most successful application which we developed and survive till today are client server. So, and I want to explain, because we have developed lots of web-based application for Mizoram government, and they're using it and they're utilizing it nicely, but to have a web server application, we need to follow government standard, like we have to do security audit every 6 months, and we have to do STQC, and we have to, of course, pay for the cloud. And all these are, it's having some financial implication. So the government of Mizoram, I want to request Secretary ICT also, they're not really understanding that software need to be maintained. So this is the problem which we are facing. So many applications, it is wasted, and we try to recover some of the data. We are very busy nowadays, and we try to optimize it, but it's really difficult because some applications are very old and it is not upscaled for a long time, so it's really give us a real headache. But we have already changed our strategy. We have done lots of pan-India application, which is national e-governance. There we give what you call value-added thing locally, and those are the application like they have talked about it in the morning many times. Or one of those most successful application which we implement here are property registration. Property registration is we are looking after by the NIC staff itself. So we have almost revenue registered document 36,051, and revenue collected is 36,076.32 lakhs. So in a small state like Mizoram, it is doing very well, and this is purely looking after by NIC staff. And we have e-procurement also. This one we get one support staff from NIC, and along with NIC officer, we are maintaining this. And we really wish that state government utilize this, because it will give them protection also later, like to go to do the website, to use the e-procurement website, do their tender and bid it online. That is, I really want to request state government also to utilize this. So far, approximately we have completed 414 tenders. I have to read because I cannot remember the statistics which we're having. And one of our most activities is e-transport system, the transport which we have discussed in the morning also. Like we have computerized almost all the activities of transport, like vehicle registration, smartphone, like everybody will know because this is Vahan Sarathi, everyone knows. And we have given lots of value-added local requirement also, and for this we get support from NIC to manpower, and along with them, with NIC officer, we continuously try to innovate, and we want to also put in this IT thing, and not IT, this AI kind of thing. We work on that, and we hope that we'll get support from NIC Delhi also. We are in the process of planning this thing, and we have this IRAT, Integrated Road Accident Database. Here, NIC is giving us 9 manpower support. This one, and Metler IRAT, Metler PR. IRAT is like whenever there is some accidents happening, there the stakeholder, police, doctors, all these PWD people, they have the entry. Police will do the FIR using that application. Doctors will be doing their entry for their post-mortem or their observation. And this whole application will be under the umbrella of CCTNS of police, which we are actively working on this. So we have lots of future integration in this. And we have, they talk about that also regarding the VLTS. The Transport Department has talked about it. Here we have CCC Control Command Center in Transport Department. We have 15 manpower support from NIC. So the whole 24 hours they are on duty, and we already put that high security tag 1,120, and 24 hours by 7, our boys are tracking it. So here also we are in a mind to put AI application here. We hope that Ministry, MIT or NIC will help us to upscale and upgrade it. And food and civil supplies here also we got support, 9 manpower support from NIC, and we are doing this ration card and link with Aadhaar, and our boys and girls are going to the most interior villages, like they're doing real work here. And Mizoram network also we are doing here. We have total 34 manpower supply. Of course, we are implementing with Pinky Madam. Here we have 8 support manpower, and total here we have around 81 support manpower from NIC. Why I'm talking about this is because here the conference, the conclave is for the state's government. I really want a state officer to understand that to run a successful application, we need to upscale, upgrade, and spend money in the software for the security and others, and we really need technical manpower support, because among the 81 manpower support, only 2 people are MTS, rest are technical people. So technical people are very important. Here in NIC, we have lots of ideas to introduce artificial intelligence, because this is it's a very disruptive technology. And in Mizoram, the awareness is very less. Like if you want to upscale also, we don't have manpower. I can count it with my 5 fingers who can work in IT. Like there are some this AI, there are some people in NIT, our local boys, and they are also really wanting to do some research. I hope, since Secretary ICT is on the phone, he can help them. Like I want to tell the gathering, Mizoram is doing very well in this health subcenter and Anganwadi. We produce very healthy babies. They are looked after till the age of 5 by Anganwadi. So if you go to the more remote places also, you see very tall, handsome children like youngsters. I'm sure they have very good brain also. But once they enter school, our education system is not, we are not proud of it. Pinky Madam has told something about smart school or something that is really great. That is what I was really happy to hear about. And during the lunchtime, I was talking to JS Science and Technology, that Dhana Lakshmi, how she sponsored AI and all those things. And I was talking to delegates from Kerala and Telangana. I really envy of them, because this disruptive technology is going to create lots of wealth to the youth of Karnataka, Telangana, Kerala, Hyderabad. Their government is very visionary. They have already invested. So they're going to create more and more wealth. And in Mizoram, to make an AI agent also, we don't really have skilled manpower. So before we really invest top, we really have to invest down, like from the school level, from that children should be able to do the Python programming at least. And we require people who are expert in blockchain, who are expert in Python, who are expert in machine learning. It's a limit, there is no limit, but our youth, even though they are very good in English and their exposures to technical knowledge is very less. So I really request state government officers to put their focus in this, to invest money in this line, so that we can generate wealth. You know, our youth also, not only looking for government job, they can create their own startup. Because this kind of thing, this AI thing, you don't really need land. You don't really need lots of investment. You don't need machineries. If they have the skill, they can do it. So like this conclave, I was listening to so many people. I was sitting there right in the morning. I find it very interesting. I wish more of Mizoram government officers listen to it. Even the government change. Like ICT secretary said, even if the government change tomorrow, the reform towards this technology should continue. Thank you.
Wonderfully said, ma'am. So now going to Mr. Yajuvendra Kumar, General Manager IT and PPP, Uttar Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation, Government of Uttar Pradesh. Sir, UP being such a vast territory, having such a dynamic road network, how is UPSRTC using digital technology to improve public transport service across Uttar Pradesh? To you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. And you have been a very wonderful audience. What a great patience you have had. And happy thing is, I am the last one you have to bear. Just 5 minutes I'll take. And the takeaway will be, any investment on digital transformation will bring back multifold benefits. So I am from UP State Road Transport Corporation. We are one of the largest state transport undertaking in India. We have a bus fleet of 30,500 buses with 55,000 plus employees, and daily we run more than 35 lakh kilometers using these buses. Around 16 lakh people on an average travel per day on our buses. Around 17 crore of revenue from ticket sales we fetch each day. We run on more than 3,200 routes each day, covering 35,000 plus trips. So our digital transformation journey began in the year 2012 when we took a bold decision, why not to digitize or computerize our processes. Earlier it was all paper, pen-based systems. Everything was recorded on paper, tickets were manual. So we took a bold decision. We hired one consultant. He made a very good RFP. Good, everything was included in scope of work, what we could envisage at that time, that period in 2012. So in 2013, we could select one system integrator. By the end of 2015, the system was implemented. The go live was formally announced on 7th November 2015. And believe me, from next year onwards, till now, except the COVID year, we were in profit for all these years, and we are the only state transport undertaking who has done so in entire India. It was the benefit of or magic of digital transformation. In 2013, our RFP covered that all our buses should have electronic ticket issuing machines. All buses should be traceable, like GPS devices has to be there. PIS systems should be there on bus stations. Later in 2021, we upgraded all these things to a real-time revenue monitoring system. Now our ticketing machines are digital transactions enabled, like passengers can make UPI payments. They can pay cashless way. All buses can be tracked using AIS 140 VLTD device. We have installed panic buttons in all of our buses. These panic buttons are integrated with dial 112, the emergency response system of the state. So any passenger, any moment, if he presses any panic button, alert goes to our control center as well as dial 112, and then immediate call goes to the bus conductor. What has happened? We have made 20 regional monitoring centers also for this. Our entire operation is divided into 20 regional regions. So we have 20 regional monitoring centers also. So the takeaway from this is, earlier, prior to 2015, we were into losses. Our revenues were less, expenses were more. Revenue is what we earn from ticket sale, and expenses are towards salary, towards fuel, towards maintenance. So in most of the state transport undertakings who have still not gone for digital transformation, you will see that there are a lot of internal inefficiencies. So their expenses are huge, and there is good amount of cushioning in these expenses if you use smart technologies. So now we are thinking of using AI and ML as well. So you need to do digital transformation, and then you need to upgrade those things as per the changing needs. Thank you.
So thanks a lot for sharing your vision. I really thank this panel and all the distinguished guests today for the wonderful information, inputs, and for enlightening us. With this, I would like to conclude this panel. Thank you.